This is Cami Roberts, your licensed therapist. And today I wanted to look at an interview with Terry Crews and Shannon Sharp, where Terry Crews is talking about beating up his father after his father abused his mother. These are the kind of situations that people don't want to talk about, but they need to talk about in therapy. Nobody wants to bring up these horrible things, but the problem is that when we don't talk about them, they tend to take on a life of their own. Your mind can now take you to all kinds of places because of the shame, the guilt, and the fear that we experience as human beings when we experience a traumatic event.
You know, that's weak. But I realized vulnerability is strength.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
fact is, I'm me. Listen. I hurt. You step on my toe, it hurt. You shoot me, it hurts.
Right.
You know what? There's times I cry. I love to shoot. I cried a couple times while we're doing this interview.
Right.
You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things that hurt. And it's, first of all, entertainment itself is how we deal with pain. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry. But that's how we deal with it. You know what I mean? You need to see a funny movie to deal with your pain. You need to see a drama to recognize your pain. You know what I mean? That's why you put on a slow jam. You know what I mean? Something
Right.
that you gotta feel it. You lost her. You know what I mean? She was gone. She's gone. And you got to feel it. These things, this is what entertainment is about. And if you can't show vulnerability, you can't be in this game. Not here. And I realized I was gonna have a problem if I couldn't. So I said, I'm gonna just be that dude and let the chips fall.
I read the story, and I always wanted to ask you this because it takes a special type of for a son to actually fight his father, because the thing I've always told my kids, I say our dynamic will never change. I'm always going to be your dad. You're always going to be my child.
Yeah.
I said, and I never want you to put me in a situation where I view you as anything other than that.
Yeah.
And so we've always maintained a relationship in that aspect. I'm the father. They're the child. There's a respect level on both sides as they reach adulthood.
Yes.
For you to go to that level, because to fight your dad, you no longer view him as your dad.
Yeah.
You view him as someone on the street that at this moment, I don't care.
That was the darkest day. Darkest day. I mean, you gotta understand the context of that situation is he had just hit my mother. And I'm going
In front of you.
Well, no, he had hit, I wasn't there, but I got a phone call.
Okay.
And, oh, your daddy just hit your mama. Oh. Now, I'm a grown-ass man. Post-NFL. I already played in the league. Like, hey, man, what?
You on that?
I'm 245.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
you're
ain't
right.
five.
You're right.
You're talking to a 5-year-old boy.
Right.
I'm like, bruh, what? And see, this thing too, I had already called. I said, hey, man, don't trip. Don't trip. My kids ain't never been around this. They ain't never had nothing like this. So just act right. You know, holidays hard.
Right.
Holidays
Just be on your
hard.
best behavior with the kids.
Please, just please. And dude, he hit her, knocked her tooth sideways. Like it was crooked. Hit her dead in the mouth. She bleeding. I said, didn't I tell you? Now, bruh, everything came out at that one time. It wasn't that I didn't see you as my father anymore. It was I'm 5 and you're that dude that I was so scared of. And I got to get rid of this right now. Now you going to get what you've been given.
25 years.
But listen, man, I did it. And I felt
At that moment.
horrible. Wait, I beat his ass and I felt nothing. Thought I was going to feel, oh, this is great. This is wonderful. Now finally it's all straight. Felt worse. Cause now I just beat up the man that brought me into this world.
Right.
Huh? See, this thing, all this stuff that people think of, the road rage, you jump out the car, shoot the guy, shoot him. How you feel now? Oops. There ain't never been in one of them moments where it's like, oops, damn, I went too far. I shouldn't have done that. How many times do we gotta say that?
Right.
I've done it. I've done it too far.
What did he say after that moment? Once it was done, what did he say to you? How did he look at you? Because it's not so much what he said, T, it's the look that he gave you.
Bruh, I wouldn't even look at it. That's how I didn't want to look at it. I was ashamed. I was ashamed.
You know you're going
a
too
man is
far.
never meant to attack his parents.
No.
It's just not. It's just does not supposed
Right.
to exist. But let me tell you, we did have a great moment about 10 years later, because I left and never came back for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
We did have a moment because I said, and this is during my therapy sessions, and I called my father.
I believe that Terry Crews eventually went to therapy, but you don't want one situation that happened in your life to define it. Sometimes just getting a proper perspective on a traumatic event and looking at how it shaped you is what can get you past it. But for those of you who've been traumatized by a situation, please find a competent therapist to help you work through this stuff. Your children, your friends, and your family will thank you.